This episode of Source Code News is brought to you by Parties for You. For the best margarita machine rentals in Houston, give them a call. 281-748-0057. That's 281-748-0057. By Cazadores Tequila. When you're in the mood for tequila, buy the best. Cazadores Tequila. And by Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give them a call. 713-237-8238. That's 713-237-8238. Welcome to Source Code News. We are live every Thursday night on SCP Radio. We are your number one source in tech and gaming news. Join our chat room on scpradio.com or call in to be a part of the conversation. Perfect.
Welcome to Source Code News, episode number 29, recorded on August 3rd, 2017. This show brings you the latest in tech, science, and gaming news. We will have product reviews and game reviews, as well as unboxings of our latest gadgets. So be sure to subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, your favorite podcatcher, and on YouTube. And follow us on SoundCloud and all of the social media sites. Just look up SCP Radio or Space Cadet Pro, and we'll pop right up. We do the show live every Thursday night, starting at 8:30 p.m. Sometimes we run a little late because I work late. So, and if you look on the video here, one of our workers ain't even here. I don't know what happened to Hector. No, I'm playing. He's busy right now, so he'll be here in a little bit. So we do the show live every Thursday, 8:30 p.m. On scpradio.com, which you can get the audio and video stream.
Where's Hector seat?
Hector sits. Oh.
You have it wrong.
Oh, I had it wrong. Oh, no wonder. Hold on, y'all.
I see Hector, but I don't see the doll.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I'll fix that in a second.
You
yeah,
have the wrong camera too.
Yeah, no. I know. I'll fix it in a second. But see, now you made me forget what I was saying.
Sorry.
But also on scpradio.com, along with the video and audio streams, there's a chat room, and you can you can chat with us there. And the boss is gonna be checking the chat out, making sure if anybody says anything, she'll be right there on it, right? The boss.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know where to look. Which one? Oh, live chat. Okay, I see it.
So. Oh, you're looking at that screen. I'll fix it in a second. You'll be able to see it even better. I'm trying to multitask here. I'm looking for the actual our Facebook stream.
Okay.
Huh?
And I said so they can chat, so they can tell us that we have wrong cameras or something like that. So
yeah, they can say, "Hey, I don't see Hector."
Yeah, where is he? He's supposed to be here.
He should be here, but he's not. Stuff like that. That's what that's for. And for some reason, this says something went wrong with my live feed.
You can also call in at 832-910-7727 to ask us a tech question or to join the conversation. Did you just say that?
No, I haven't said that yet. But thank you. What else? So, the boss. You haven't been on this show. It's been like a long time.
Yep.
But you've been doing a show.
Yes, I have.
What's it called?
You want me to tell you?
Yeah,
okay, so it's called Moviendo Géneros. It's a show in Spanish. Well, most Spanish, some English, and it's about music from the era from the 80s and 90s, and we play cumbia and pop in Spanish. All the music is in Spanish. We've done 5 shows already?
Yep.
Yeah, and we got a good response. So hopefully we can keep going. And I'm just changing it a little bit, trying out new things, suggestions from the audience. They want to get more different genres in. So we're gonna see how that goes. So that'll be the next show, and my show is we finally have a day because we started off with Wednesdays, and then we moved to Mondays because we had gigs and stuff to go do. But we're now officially on Tuesdays. Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. If y'all want to listen to some Spanish music, and don't think that Spanish music is just salsa that they play at the Tex-Mex or Spanish restaurants, because that is not Mexican music, okay? So y'all can learn. You need to listen to my show. That is real, true Mexican music, and it's not gonna be mariachi, and it's not gonna be rancheras. Well, maybe a little bit of rancheras, but it's gonna be like I said, cumbia, pop in Spanish, because we do have pop. It's going to be ballads. It's going to be norteño. Kind of like Tejano, but not really. It's different instruments. And yeah, just check us out. Well, it's just me. Check me out. I act a little crazy, so.
Yeah, the boss. She don't like nobody on her show. Yeah, she don't want nobody to be on her show.
No.
I try to get on it, even though I produce the show.
Yeah.
And she's like, no. You
No,
better
you can come
stay
on.
quiet.
Whenever I need you, I'll tell you. Come on.
Look, whenever she needs me, she says.
Whenever I need you. Yeah, this is my show. Thank you so much.
Right.
Whoever else wants a show, go find your son.
Wow. Thank you.
Love you.
Yes.
That's why you have yours, right?
Huh?
That's why you have your own show.
But you're on it now. So
I'm helping you out because there's nobody here. Hello.
Oh, man.
See? I'm getting no gratitude.
Okay. So is it time for us to talk about tech or?
I guess you can start whenever you want.
Really?
Yeah, I'll let you.
You give me permission?
I give you permission.
All right, I guess let's go into some tech news.
Tech news.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about Android O. What's Android O? The boss.
Is it the next update for the phone?
Yeah, the next Android operating system, which is O, because right now we're at Nougat or Nougat. But the next one.
I'm sorry. This is like the ice cream and all that other stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, so now they call it
operating
O?
system. Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think it is? It's always a fruit. I mean, a dessert.
Donut.
It starts with a O.
Oh.
Come on.
Because it's circles. I said donut.
No.
An O. I was gonna say octopus, but octopus is not a dessert. So I don't know.
Okay.
Oreo cookie.
Oreo. There you go.
Yay!
So Google has just announced the availability of the fourth and final Android O developer preview. As usual, the preview is available for the Pixel, Pixel XL, Pixel C, Nexus 5X, Nexus S6P, and the Nexus Player, and the Android emulator for those developers. Like the third preview, we're not expecting much in the way of UI changes in this release. It will take some time to find out, but hopefully this preview is a little more stable and performance than the third release. Right now, the Pixel XL test device has a super slow camera, frequent crashes, and lots of Bluetooth issues running in the third preview. The Android O APIs have been stable since release 3, so the major news with these releases seem to be a stable release of version 26 of the Android support library. Despite the name, the Android support library is actually a collection of libraries developers can add to their apps to bring some of the latest Android features to an app, regardless of the host OS version. Support library 26 brings new physics-based animations, downloadable fonts and emojis, and an auto-sizing text view. So this is mainly a developer thing, but they're getting close. I mean, Android O, the next operating system for Android. For all you Android users out there, not you iPhone users, this does not pertain to you. Y'all already just recently got an update, so you should be having fun with your new stuff on your iPhone. All right, so let's go on. How about Blanca, the boss? I mean, that's your name, the boss.
That's my name.
Yeah. what is Microsoft Paint? What happened to Microsoft Paint?
It's getting killed off in the Windows 10 fall.
What?
Yeah, creators. There's a Windows 10 fall creators update, so it's getting killed off. It appears to be coming to an end with the upcoming release of the Windows 10 fall creators update. The image editing application is officially being classified by Microsoft as a deprecated feature. Deprecated. That means that come this fall, Paint will not be in active development and might be removed in future releases. So does that mean that the iPad still holds the thing?
iPad?
Is this the same thing as the one that the iPad has? The new iPad, the one that I have?
What do you mean Paint? Paint?
Yeah. You know how they have bought that?
Oh no,
pen?
you're talking about an but that pen works on different programs.
Okay.
This is Paint, the one that has always been a free program with all of the Windows versions.
Oh, that little bitty thing that you could actually not do nothing.
Yeah, you remember the first Photoshop?
Yeah.
The free one that came with Microsoft. It was
Yeah.
Microsoft Paint.
Oh, okay.
It's dying. It was from 1985 to 2017.
So it says dating back to a 1-bit monochrome version of the program.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So this is how I learned to do stuff. I mean, I used to use Paint all the time. You know, like if I needed to work on a picture, I would bring it up, bring it into Paint, and I would, write something on it or delete something from it or resize it. That program, I mean, I used to use it a lot.
Yeah, well, they kept on doing updates, so
Yeah.
now they're gonna stop. Ooh,
So now it's done.
that's not good.
No. Oh well. I mean, it was gonna have to die sooner or later.
Yeah, they said that it's not a super surprising move, given that Microsoft would logically be putting its efforts towards Paint 3D.
Yeah, see, that's the new one.
Yeah, the overhaul version of the original Paint that the company introduced in the Windows 10 Creators Update earlier this year. Also, just because the program is being listed as deprecated doesn't mean that it's gone for good just yet. There's still no date or time frame for when or even if Microsoft intends to remove the application completely. Okay, see? You're getting me all scared right here.
It'll still be there.
Yeah, so
It's just no updates.
yeah, no updates, so what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't use it anymore. It's it's past its prime. It's now everybody uses Photoshop, and if you still want to stick with Paint, you're gonna go to Paint 3D. I mean,
So, have they given us a preview of the Paint 3D?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't even know if it's a free app and if it's on. If it's
On
on
Windows?
here on Windows. Let me see. Paint 3D. It says trusted Windows app and it's loading. Paint 3D. Yeah, we have it. I have it right here.
You
And
haven't even tried it?
No, I haven't even tried it.
Wow,
I
you
saw-
haven't explored the full potential of your computer?
No, that's what
You're too busy.
Photoshop is for. And this does look kind of not Photoshoppy.
Yeah, I see. It looks kind
Kind of like for
Cheap.
kids.
of, yeah, it was cheap.
But that's what Paint was.
Okay.
I mean, it was the same. I mean, it was the cheap version of like a Photoshop, when we didn't have Photoshop. So,
Okay.
hey, let me see. We got a couple of people.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I can't see.
Who we have? Christina Romo. What's up, Christina? Olivia. She was on there, watching.
I can't see that.
Tino Latino was on there. Sandy G was on there. Monica Parra. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in.
Hi, Monica. She was listening to my show on Tuesday.
Awesome. Okay. Next. So everything coming to Netflix, Amazon Prime, and HBO now in August. So
Cool.
let's go. Let me see Netflix. So there. Oh well, I'm not gonna go through all that. That's a lot of. It tells you in August 1st, Netflix, A Cinderella Story, Bad Santa.
So they are partnering up with Marvel Studios, and they're gonna have the Defenders on Netflix. So that's pretty cool. Have you? I don't know if anybody
Defenders?
has been watching Netflix lately. They have a lot of good shows out there.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Netflix like originals or whatever.
Yeah, the ones you were watching, Mike. Which just name a few.
the ones I was watching.
Yeah, the standoff or what is it called? The one with the kids that were rapping.
Yeah, and they canceled
They canceled that one, but it was a good show. So
Yeah,
you
it was
can
a good
watch it.
show.
And then the one with the little kids from your era, back in the 80s.
From my era.
Yeah, from your era.
Yeah, I can't, for some reason I can't think of none of those shows. They're all the good shows. But yeah, I mean, if you have a Netflix account, that's kind of all you need, because they have a lot of new shows, you know, that you can't really get anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's really worth getting a Netflix account. So DJ Jimmy Ray, if you're listening, you need to get Netflix.
Come on, it's just what, $7 a month, or how much?
I don't even remember.
Last time I checked, it was $7. So come on.
Yeah, we're paying more because I think, aren't we? So we can have more people on the account. I don't remember, but
yeah, I think we did that, but it's still less than $20. And
oh yeah,
I think it's like $10 maybe the most that we've paid
something, yeah,
monthly. So it's worth it.
yeah.
You get a lot of, and you don't just get those shows. You know, you get the movies, you get all types of genres in the movies, shows, TV shows. It's
Yeah,
good.
it's really good. It's they're constantly bringing in other, you know, new stuff. They do take away things, you know, movies or whatever, but they bring in other ones.
Hey, you're gonna have The Matrix coming back on.
The Matrix. All three of them.
Yeah, you remember them?
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Wedding Party. Who Gets the Dog? Oh, Wild Wild West. So yeah, they're getting a lot of new stuff. So if you're a Netflix subscriber, you should be happy right now.
Oh, they're bringing back Death Note. They have a really good selection of anime. If you like anime, they have good shows in there. So I really like it because of that.
Yeah, she likes to watch her anime.
Anime and foreign. They have a lot of foreign. La Indomable or something like that. I don't know, the new show that Kate del Castillo came out with. It's really good. Something about a person or something. I don't know, but check it out.
Yes, ma'am. So, have you heard of the Hyperloop?
No?
So you don't know what the Hyperloop is?
Something with space? I don't know.
No, it's transportation.
Oh, really?
New kind of transportation.
What kind?
You know, like on a bank when you go into the drive-through and you put your money in this little
oh yeah, the little tube.
the little tube thing. You put it in the thing and then you push a button and it goes shoom.
Yep.
Okay, well, that type of transportation. Why
So
are you looking at me?
we're gonna be transported up. I think Michelle
Not-
has something like that.
Yeah,
in her
but
work.
not up. It's gonna go from, you know, one town to another.
Like
in
a
a
train?
tunnel. Except it's gonna be floating inside a tunnel without any type of wind, or they pull out all the and it's like zero pressure, like zero, you know, there's no wind or oxygen or nothing in it.
Who's coming up with this? Asia? Somewhere in Asia?
No. What's his face?
Oh, the guy from
Tesla and
Yeah.
Elon Musk.
uh-huh.
He came up with this a couple of years ago and said, look, this is a really good idea. I'm not going to do it because I have no time. Somebody do it. Here is the whole entire plans. It works. I know it works. I haven't tried it, but I know it works because the math works.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the plans. They put it out for anybody in the world to use. And he how do you call it? He just let people take the plans and do with what they want with it. So I've seen other companies, or like even like school projects where kids have made a small one. They did everything like, you know, to plans, just miniaturized, and they made one. Well, this people made a full scale Hyperloop in Nevada. It reached 192 miles per hour, which is
Wow.
speed limit. A new record, because these are brand new, so nobody's ever really made one.
Yeah.
But the concept, you know, it shows that it works. It's real.
So does it say where did it travel to and how long did it take?
It was it was a test, right?
Okay, so it says that
Hi, Mom.
50
Mom's
seconds
listening.
So they're trying to the planned route from Dhabi to Dubai should be able to reach up to 500 miles per hour, for instance, and make the roughly 100-mile trip in about 12 minutes.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh wow, that's like super fast and awesome. So like if you wanna go to Austin, it'll be like a few minutes.
Yeah. The only thing is, you know, it has to speed up where it'll be safe for a human.
Yeah. Hi, Oli.
And then it has to slow down, you know, enough to where it'll be safe for a human, you know. It can't just start and go 500 miles an hour and
We're gonna be floating.
we'll be squashed, you know, like a bug to the back of the.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have to have seatbelts or something, right?
No, seatbelts. You'll be squashed on.
Ouch. Okay, I don't want to write it. I don't want to be the test dummy.
But I mean, look. I got a little picture. It's a little moving picture.
And this is in Nevada, you said?
It's test
It
track.
looks like it's going slow.
Yeah. Because this is and the thing is, it's actually not touching the ground. Doesn't have wheels. It's flat, and it's using magnets.
So this is just like a.
There's zero pressure inside there. You know, they took out all the air.
But there is a rail.
Yeah, but it kind of like gets up above the rail, and the rail is there just to make it go
Guide it.
left, right, whatever.
Uh-huh.
So it's gonna travel, right? But it's not gonna be sitting on anything.
Okay.
It's gonna be floating because of the magnets.
Wait. So is this just for one person?
No, it's gonna be big enough to hold a bunch of people, and they
Okay.
can probably put a few of those tubes together.
And are you lying down or how are you
No,
riding
I'm pretty
it?
sure you're sitting
Sitting?
like a
And
train.
it's kind of little.
It does, but I saw another picture where people were standing next to it, and it was a little bit shorter, I think, than the actual people.
Mm-hmm.
So like a car isn't, you know, you can be taller than like Jimmy's car.
Yeah.
It's short. You know, you can sit in it. It's
Okay.
sitting straight up.
So it's not gonna be like a bus where you can walk in and stand up and
no.
all that stuff. Okay, so it's gonna be like sitting down.
Oh,
Type.
yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure like the whole side opens up to the side.
Yeah.
You come in, you know, almost like a ride at
Lamborghini.
a ride or a ride in Astroworld where you come in from one side, everybody comes in from one
I
side.
remember those rides.
Yeah, and then
like
you
those
sit
rides.
down, you put your little seatbelt.
Will you be able to ride on this? I'm not gonna get all claustrophobic.
You're not gonna feel much. This is gonna be one of the smoothest rides there is.
Really?
It's floating on air. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have bumps.
I wonder how many people can fit in there. Well, they're gonna make it.
Well, I
too
mean,
big.
like I said, that's test.
Yeah.
They haven't come up with the real one. I mean, this is not ready for prime time. You know.
Yeah.
But the whole purpose is that it works.
It works.
Yeah.
The idea works. Now they
Yeah.
have to make it real.
Exactly. So, which is pretty cool. I mean, and like I said, Elon Musk, you know, he came up with the idea and was like, I don't have time for this. Y'all make it.
Yeah.
But it seems like he might be trying to do something now. He might be trying to make it.
Yeah, we're moving into that era of technology, and those movies that we watch where you see floating cars and all that stuff. That they're trying to move towards that. We're far away from that yet, but you know we're moving.
Yeah, well,
We're going.
steps like
Baby
this
steps.
will make us closer to it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have, you know, floating cars just like that train there, but you would have to redo all the roads with like some type of magnet, and then, you know, the cars would have to have some type of magnet.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
not gonna happen. So, yeah. All right, so let's move on. Since now I'm gonna get sad because we're not gonna have floating cars. And let's talk about the Galaxy Note 8.
Don't you have that one?
So no, I have the Galaxy S8.
This is the one I want.
So this is the one that I'm gonna buy and give you mine.
Because you already got yours, so yeah. Because mine's already all broken.
So this is the one that I'm gonna buy, and you're gonna just gonna get the hand me down.
No, I'm gonna get the new one. Thank you so much. So what? What are you gonna talk about? Show me the specs.
the specs. Let me see.
6 gigabytes.
6 gigabytes of RAM, random access memory. Normally, I think my phone, it either has 3 or 4. I can't remember the specs.
Cool.
That jumps to 6 gigs of
Awesome.
RAM. That's like more than some freaking laptops.
Yeah. The
Then
cheap laptops.
yeah, it's got a dual 12 megapixel cameras, and 3,300 mega amp, or what is it called,
Battery?
milliamp battery. So
Cool.
it's a beast.
Yeah. Did they say how much it's gonna weigh? It's gonna be the same size as the one that you have. It's
It's
gonna be big. What?
It's a little bit bigger, and it's more it's square compared to mine. Mine is a little bit like round.
Do they have pictures of it?
I'm trying to look for the picture.
So they're looking at the same processor inside as of an Exynos 8895 internationally, or a Snapdragon 835 in the U.S. There's a bump up to 6 gigs like we had mentioned before, and 64 gigabytes of storage with an SD card slot. Stays as is.
Okay, where? What?
The SD card slot stays as is. Okay, I'm sorry. And it says that the battery capacity with the standard USB-C and wireless charging. So you're gonna be able to use the regular charger that you normally use to charge your phones.
USB-C, like mine, not like yours.
Yeah,
the
with the
different
little
one.
extra little bitty thing
Yeah, that
that
extra.
can get lost so easily. But
Yeah, or get washed. Look on the screen up
is
there.
that what you got washed today?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I'm hoping it still works.
Oh, it's right here. Oh, cool. It's long.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, not much, but I mean you can see the actual, like, there's no bezel, just like the mine,
It's
like
it's
the
more
S8.
of a rectangle than
It's more, yeah. Mine, the one I have is a little rounder.
yeah.
Um,
I like it.
it's a little bit more round. But the boss is gonna get this one,
No, the boss gonna get the new one.
and I'll get that one.
No, the boss gonna get the
I'll-
new one
I'll
because the
go
boss
ahead
always
and-
gets
and
the new one.
The boss doesn't like tech like I do.
Ah,
so.
doesn't matter.
The boss
I
is a
need the new
musician.
phone.
She likes music. She doesn't.
Musician.
She's not techie. You know.
So I
Look at that.
I get the new phone.
She gets the new phone. Okay. So, anyways, that's my new phone coming out, and then after I get that phone, I'm gonna end up getting the new Google Pixel 2.
What?
What?
Excuse me. How are you gonna get two phones? No.
Look, I got 2 pockets, I got
two
two
pockets too.
phones.
Ah, me too. I got two phones. Haha.
So, Google released its first ever smartphone last year with the Pixel. And now its successor, the Pixel 2, is starting to get full-blown flagship leak treatment. So this is leaks. It's not real stuff. People are, leaking stuff. Just like its top 2 competitors, the iPhone and the Galaxy Note 8. The latest leak pics of the device come from pre-release case renders sent to Mobile Fun, a UK online retailer that's known for dropping speculative case designs well before the final version of the devices are unveiled. The site has now staked its claim on what it believes will be coming with the next generation of Google phones, with identical images of the Pixel 2 and the Pixel 2 XL. I guess that's what that is. I don't know. The image shows off a pair of sleek devices that echo the design of the first Pixel phone while simultaneously embracing the trends of current generation of flagship devices. Extra tall 18.9 displays with minimal bezels, which kicked off by the S8 and the LG G6. The new Pixel 2 images don't depart much from other leaks we've already seen, further cementing the design we've come to expect from the LG manufacturing devices. The phone screens are larger, the bezels at the top and the bottom of the display are smaller, and the phone's rear sport a fingerprint sensor just like the first generation. So yeah, it does have that fingerprint sensor in the back.
I like my fingerprint on mine.
I know, I don't like the one I have on the S8. It's right next to the camera, and I keep putting my finger on the camera.
Mine is it's like down here. Mine's down here
On the front.
in the front.
Yeah.
And but the only thing is you have to have your hands dry. You can't put your hands wet because they don't recognize it. You have to dry your hand.
Well, you shouldn't be touching a phone with wet hands, man. Like I said, she's
Anyways.
more of a music person, not a tech person, so she don't need that new phone.
What does that mean?
She don't need the new phone.
Anyways, the Pixel 2 is expected to rock a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 chip and 4 gigabyte of RAM like the Galaxy S8, and maybe even a squeezable frame to be used as a shortcut to launch apps. What do you think about that squeezable frame?
What do they mean by squeezable frame?
I have no idea.
I'm
Maybe you
assuming
can squeeze the phone
no.
or have a little edge like mine.
Yeah, it's
what
probably
they
it's
mean?
probably using some type of because back in the day, like the S8, they had the Galaxy S had a edge.
Mhm.
Remember, they had the regular S whatever
I have the
6.
S7 Edge.
Okay, so yours the S7
Yeah.
Edge, and then it comes with like a little
Things
program
inside,
to
yeah.
use the side
I
thing.
never use it.
Yeah, exactly. I turned mine off on the S8. It's probably something like that, some gimmick. But I don't know. I didn't really read into the what they're talking about. But let me see. The Pixel 2 is expected to rock a Qualcomm
I
Snap.
already read that.
Oh, okay. So 4 gigs of RAM, not 6 like
Yeah, so it's less. And this is just the expectations of the phone.
Yeah.
They're not really.
yeah, like I said, they're rumored.
Yeah, and they don't know when they're going to release it either. So we're just hoping. But I still want the other one. I want the
Note 8?
The Note 8. I don't want the $20,000 one that's coming up.
So okay. So the next I like the next one. Okay. So
I don't like the price of the next one.
why not?
I don't have $20,000 to be wasting on a phone. Thank you so much.
It's not a phone.
What is it? Oh, TV? Hell no.
So
If
Samsung.
the TV's gonna cook and clean for me for $20,000 for, let's say, 20 years, yeah, then yes.
Okay, so look at the picture. I already fell in love with it. I'm gonna
That
go ahead and
screen.
order about. I need maybe 2 for that wall
Nah,
and 2 for this
for
wall.
$20,000, that screen better be bigger than that.
No, it's only 88 inch,
Yeah, that's just no.
4K. Samsung, the largest QLED screen, and it's 20 grand
Yeah.
for the privilege of having that screen.
Or you can wait a couple of years and then it'll go down to like
I mean, if
$1,000.
you want to go a little bit cheaper, you could go to the 75-inch Q9F
and how much
model,
is that?
which is 9 grand only.
Oh wow!
It's
So from
like-
wait, from 75 inches, from 88 inches to 75, you knock off 11,000.
Yeah.
I'll take the 75 inch.
You know, I mean,
that's just what 13 inches less.
yeah, but it's extremely more expensive the bigger you go.
Yeah, that's outrageous. That price is crazy.
Well, I mean, there's a reason for it.
Why?
But because it becomes more and more expensive to make them big like that. Like
yeah,
if,
because it's more realistic. Is that what you're saying? That it's more like.
no, I mean, because they're so thin,
Mm-hmm.
and they probably have to. I don't know. It probably takes a lot of tech to stabilize something like that, so it won't break the moment you move it. I mean, they're really thin, and that's like 4K quality. So it's all the paneling is very expensive. So I'm pretty sure, but like it says, it's a privilege. It's not
Yeah.
you know.
For those privileged people out there,
So
can buy you a
SCP will
$20,000
probably
TV.
getting 4 of those to mount
Oh
on the wall.
yeah, sponsor parties for you. Thank you. You
So
got
George,
this right. You got
George,
this.
George Gonzalez. I want one for my room. There's a 55-inch Q7. It only runs 2,500. So
You can get you a 55-inch for about $300 at Walmart.
not a 4K and not that beautiful QLED, ma'am. So
Same
I don't
thing.
know what you're talking about. So let me see. For your dollars, you get 88 inches of Ultra HD, 10-bit HDR, no Dolby Vision though, unfortunately. You get 240 hertz refresh Wi-Fi Direct, Bluetooth, including a headset support, 4 HDMI inputs, and a Samsung Smart Hub and Smart Remote. Like others in the Q series, the Q9 is extremely thin, has nearly no bezel, and features a no-gap wall mount thanks to the 1.88 millimeter transparent optical cable. Transparent. Wow. That's pretty cool.
Okay, let me read the next thing. So the technology behind it is Samsung's latest Gen QLED, which uses a layer metal quantum dots placed in front of an LED backlight panel. Each can emit an individual hue from a palette of a billion colors. Oh, so you can have some little lights in the back. Is that what they're saying?
No, that's just the tech of the screen.
Oh.
It can each individual hue or
I don't know.
dot or pixel or whatever has a billion colors. So that means, it's the blacks can be extremely black. The whites can be, like it can damn near hurt your eyes when if they show the sun, it's gonna be blinding. It's gonna be so strong. It's trying to replicate real life.
So that's why I said because it's gonna look real.
Yeah, it's 4K. It's like you're looking through a window.
They already have the 4K, the curved 4K as well.
Yeah, but this is QLED. It's a different tech.
Do they have those out on display yet?
I don't know. But I mean, most of the higher ones were AMOLED, or OLED were the higher quality ones. This is different. Let me see. QLED panels much brighter than OLED. Yeah. So, but wait a minute. OLED sets have better blacks. Okay, so this QLEDs are brighter, but the OLEDs, the ones that are top dog, right now or have been, they have better blacks. So like when you're watching, something where it's dark, and somebody's standing in there and they may have like a dark blue shirt, you'll be able to tell the blue from the black because their blacks are really, really black,
Oh, okay.
So you'll be able to distinguish. You'll be able to pick out the different things there. But yeah, OLED was the one. That's like the one that who was it? Leo Laporte, I think, he bought an OLED curved monitor. He mounted it in his house. He was talking about.
Your buddy's always getting stuff, man. He needs to pass some of that stuff down to us so we can try it out.
Right. But yeah, OLED, that's the one. But I mean, this new tech QLED. That's cool. I'll order some right here after the show. All right. So I think we should mention parties for you. How about that?
How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside.
All right. So, parties for you. Who they be?
They're the best margaritas in Houston.
Yeah, they are the best margarita machine rentals in Houston.
Number one.
They have the best mixes that you can get. Hellraiser, Mango Passion. You're not gonna get better than that. And those two are exclusive to Parties for You.
Yes, sir. Because they are made with what?
With Tequila Cazadores.
Yeah.
And George Gonzalez came up with the mix. He came up with
the recipe.
With the recipe.
Secret recipe.
Exactly.
And the Mango Passion, you can add some tajin.
Oh yeah.
And mix it in there, and it's like a mangonada. For your people that don't know what a mangonada is, buy that little spice that's powder spice that they sell at the grocery stores. Buy it and put it in some mango drink and mix it in. It's good.
It's really good. Also, the Hellraiser, what we figured out is what's the name of that other tequila that we put in it, that we mix in? The strawberry one?
Oh, Tequila Rose.
We put some tequila rose on top of the Hellraiser. So
Ooh, it's really good.
you fill that Hellraiser up close to the top, and then you just top it off with some tequila rose. Mix that in. Awesome. You ain't gonna get better than that. So you need to call George Gonzalez from Parties for You at 281-748-0057. That's 281-748-0057. Let them know that you know, for your next event, you're having a party, you're having a wedding, divorce party, quinceañera, sweet 16, anything. You're having any event, call them. You know, it'll really make that event, you know, special. Usually everybody just has, you know, a cooler with beer. You know, be different, you know, and people will be like, wow, you know, you really had an awesome party. Because you had Parties for You there.
And some good margaritas. Because these are
Very
not
good.
your little margaritas that you get at the club or, you know, that you pay at when you go to an event or whatever. They're kind of crappy and taste nasty.
Quality. This is quality.
And they have a lot of liquor. So,
Oh, yeah. So you got to watch it. Because later on you'll hear who will go get you out of jail when you get drunk with the margaritas. We'll talk about that one later. All right. So what's next? We talked about.
Devs to make games for iOS.
Yeah. Why don't you take that one?
Developers? That's what
Yeah,
that means.
devs is developers.
who make games for iOS should know that Apple's fortunes are on the rise, as are sales of both iPhones and iPads, according to the company's latest earning report. In the 3 months ending July 1st, Apple reportedly brought in $45.4 billion in revenue, a bit better than the $42.4 billion it reported in the same period last year. Oh, wow. So they're still in the billions. But more intriguingly, the company says it saw 11.42 million iPads sold during the quarter, a roughly 15% uptick
Yeah, uptick.
in iPad sales year over year. This is notable because iPad sales have been declining for years, and it appears as though recent additions to the iPad line, a cheaper version of the iPad and a new version of the more expensive beefier iPad Pro, that's mine, have revived sales, given that revenue from iPad sales crept up just 2% year over year. So it seems likely that lowering the price of the new iPad has been a key sales driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they are kind of expensive, but
They're expensive, but
yeah.
this is the thing. They say, you know, for a while everybody was complaining. Well, not complaining, but they were all like, "Dang, you know, the iPad's dead. It's not selling like it used to." But you know what? They were selling more than most other, like,
Other tablets?
no, way more than any tablet, but any other product you can just go buy. Like, they were still selling a lot. They just weren't beating their previous year and the previous year, and which is right away everybody's, oh look, they're going down, but they were selling millions.
I love
and
my
millions.
iPad Pro. I love my iPad Pro. It's really good. It works perfect. The battery is excellent. I love the battery life. And of course I love my Mac. So yeah, I'm good, and they're so good with not getting so many viruses like Microsoft does, because Microsoft, you can go anywhere because you get a virus.
Yeah, but I mean that's not Microsoft's fault.
Well,
You know why?
why?
This is why, because
Because we download stuff.
no, there's a. If you were to compare how many PCs are in the world compared to Macs, Macs is like a 10% of the world. PCs is 90%. So if you were gonna make a virus and you wanted to hit the most computers for that one virus, who would you make it for?
You're the one that has the most.
Exactly. That's why. Since they're the most, you know, they
Because they're cheaper, right?
no. Well, businesses use PCs.
Yeah, that's true. Businesses. That's
all the businesses use them.
Not colleges. Colleges have Apple.
Not all of them. And there's a lot of reasons, like any gamer is gonna have a PC, not a Mac, because Macs aren't really for gaming. Anybody doing like VR, they need something real powerful, and the Macs are very like they don't allow you to do stuff to them. Like they're their own thing. They're enclosed. They don't want you to open them up and add stuff.
But yeah, but you are right but don't you think that businesses will benefit more from having Apple instead of Microsoft? Because I mean, like my business, we have it's all Microsoft, and we have our IT people, and they're constantly having to do updates because of all these viruses and all this stuff that's going out there. So wouldn't you think that they will save on that?
Not really.
No.
Mac does constant updates.
But
and
I mean, it doesn't seem to me that they're.
oh,
more
okay, no,
triggered.
they don't do as many updates
Yeah.
as fast as Mac as PC.
Mhm.
But a lot of times, you know, the Mac update will crash your system.
Yeah, that is true.
Complete
Yeah.
screw over.
And that's why I follow his instructions and wait
Yeah.
a couple of.
If a Mac update comes out, just give it a week,
Yeah.
you know, and then download and and install, but don't do it right away. I don't know how how true that is now, but I mean, I always used to hear the IT experts. Oh yeah, if when you get an update for your Mac, just let it let
Sit
it have
there
a
for
week.
a while.
Yeah, let it have
so
a
they
week.
can figure out all the kinks and.
Yeah, and
whatever.
then go ahead and go for it.
Okay,
why, why don't you take the next one?
well, I wasn't
Oh.
finished reading.
Well, I need a. Go ahead and. I
Okay,
need
so by comparison, sales of iPhones rose just 2% year over year, though at 41 million units sold worldwide, they still dwarfed iPad sales. Apple also continues to make Macintosh PCs, and this quarter it sold 4.29 million, a very slight increase, about 1% year over year. Also, mobile game developers eyeing the Chinese market should know that Apple's quarterly revenues were up year over year in all regions except China, where they actually fell 10%. In a conference call with investors to discuss the results, Apple chief Tim Cook put the blame specifically on low sales in Hong Kong, adding that sales in mainland China had remained relatively unchanged year over year. So, I mean, they're still making a lot of money. And that's my take, but I understand their view. It's a big company. They have a lot of employees, and they need to keep up with the sales of all these machines so that they can keep making more. So now you can take the next one.
All right. So, millennials unearth an amazing hack to get free TV.
Look, you're right
The antenna. So, the boss.
Huh?
Do you remember back in the day when we were youngins, you would have rabbit ears on a TV? Remember that?
No, we had the thing outside.
Oh, y'all had the big one.
We had the big one.
The big antenna.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We had the big antenna, and then we moved to the rabbit ears.
Yeah. So I remember having rabbit ears at one point. That was probably when I was real young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nowadays they sell them. Do you know they still sell those?
Yes, because some people haven't gotten cable, and so that's the only way to watch local channels.
Yes, and they're now they're different because they're digital antennas.
Oh, really?
They're not.
I think we should get one for my mom.
Yeah, that works.
She'll be happy like that.
Now, from what I hear, I mean, you can buy one for like around $20 at like Walmart or something.
Oh, cool.
They're digital now.
Yeah, because I know that at one point they're like, if you don't get it now, that's it. We're not gonna make any more.
Yeah, no, that was some little box or something.
Yeah, that box that they needed or whatever.
Yeah, but nowadays the TVs have there are the boxes inside the TV.
Integrated?
Yeah, it's not. You don't need that.
Yeah, because they said that those rabbit ears weren't gonna work anymore, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. The box would like I don't know if it would change the analog into digital or something.
Mm-hmm.
But now you just buy that and plug it into your TV, and as long as you're close to, you get a signal. You know, as long as you're close enough to somewhere, you can get some really high quality TV.
Mm.
You can get it all in HD if you want,
Oh, really?
and it'll be better quality HD than you get on your cable.
Mm.
Why do you think that?
Because of the digital box?
Because when you're getting it through cable, they have to what's that word? Where they have to compress it more, and when it comes through digital, what do you call it? The digital antenna, it's not compressed as much, so you'll get a higher quality, picture coming through.
Cool.
So it's cool, and so now all these millennials are like, wait a minute, you can get an antenna and get TV for free and I don't have to pay for it?
Oh, yeah, they love free stuff.
Free?
I mean, whatever they can get for free, oh, my God.
What do you mean free? I always had to pay for TVs. Like, no, you could have always got it for free through an antenna. I mean,
right.
They
don't know about that. It's before their time.
Yeah, it's before their time. So they're all like, what the hell? So they made a big deal about that, which is, I just put it in there because I thought that was funny. The millennials, they cracked me up. Like Junior.
Yeah.
Let me see. Junior, talk into your mic to make sure.
Is it on? Hold on.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
It's on now.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So, all right, let's move on to Tim Cook says Apple had to comply with Chinese censors, and they do it in the U.S. too. Last week, consumer tech giant Apple removed all major VPN apps from their Chinese branch of its App Store, seemingly putting yet another barrier in place for millions of Chinese citizens who might desire to defy their government's pervasive internet censorship system. On Tuesday, Apple CEO Tim Cook explained why Apple chose to comply with the wishes of Chinese censors. It's pretty simple. In Cook's telling, unlicensed VPNs are against the law in China now.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What is a VPN?
VPN is
Is it like they can I heard something about they can't get on Facebook or something?
in China?
Yeah, or somewhere over there in Asia. Like they block them, or Google or something.
So they don't. Is it China? No, that's North Korea. I was thinking North Korea. No, they probably can't see certain things. They have to see the Chinese version of certain things.
No, okay.
And those versions, like they said the Chinese App Store, it probably has certain things that are allowed. And now the VPNs are not allowed. So VPN is a virtual private network. It's an app that you install the app, and it lets you say you're from the U.S. Like, what do you call it? Like, let's say when you get online, where you're at, like on your phone.
Your IP address?
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
see your IP address. They can see your IP address and say, "Oh, look, Blanca's in Houston. The boss is." Somewhere in Houston near whatever tower, whatever she's connected to. So a VPN, you can tell it, okay, I want to act like I'm in Canada. So if they look up your IP address, you'll be a Canadian. It'll look like you're coming from Canada. That's what your VPN is for.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
let's say you're in China, and you want to look at stuff in the U.S., but it's blocked because the Chinese don't want you to see it. So you get a VPN. You make your address coming out of the U.S., and now you can go into any store, any website that's in the U.S. because it thinks you're from the U.S.
No.
You won't be blocked.
Oh.
Now, before, this has been going on forever. Before, they didn't really care because, China. They didn't really care because the people that use VPNs are the very intelligent people, like the ones that are in school. They're going for programming that are the high class, the higher class.
Okay.
All the normal people don't know what a VPN is and wouldn't know how to use one.
Like me?
Yeah, like the norms. Yeah. Not like me and Hector.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So if I wanted to hide my IP address, I would use a VPN, and it's actually really simple to do. It's just when you do stuff like that, supposedly the government starts to track every time you do something like that.
Because you can send like messages and stuff.
Yeah.
And okay.
Yeah.
So I get it. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You can go in and, search certain things and they won't know they think you're from somewhere else. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But the main the reason people use it, like let's say Canadians can't get, like at one point they couldn't get Netflix when Netflix first came out.
Oh, really?
So what do you think they did? They all went through a VPN, said they were in the U.S. and got Netflix. Right.
Awesome.
So, you know, it's stuff like that. That's what
Fire.
VPNs, they shine like that in that, you know, in that area. But, all right. So let me see. What was I going to do? Okay. Let's listen to this quick commercial. Hey, bartender, we need a round of shots.
Do you want what everybody else is having, or do you want the best of the best?
Of course we want the best of the best.
Well then, Tequila Cazadores is the one for you.
For those special moments in your life, whether it's a special occasion or just a day relaxing with your friends, drink the best of the best, Tequila Cazadores.
Virgin Orbit targets 2018 for first flight of its Airborne rocket, the launch pad.
Science news.
All right, and we're back. That was a little commercial for our Cazadores sponsor. We love drinking some Tequila Cazadores.
Yeah, I'm about to drink something because.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You better hook me up if you're going to get some Cazadores.
Oh, okay.
All right. So we're going to go into a little bit of science news. Hector, you still eating?
Yeah.
Okay. Virgin Orbit targets 2018 for first flight of its airborne rocket launch pad. So, what does that mean?
Is this like Virgin Mobile?
No. The airline.
Oh.
So, Virgin Orbit, one of the Virgin families of space-focused companies that includes Virgin Galactic.
Or Orbit.
Yeah, Orbit. Like, you're in orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like us. We're in Skylab Studios right
Oh,
now.
it's
We're
not like the
orbiting
gum?
Earth. Huh?
The gum?
Sounds
The who?
The
the
gum
gum Orbit.
orbit.
No, not Orbit. Is that the one where they would always smile and...
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, why did Hector, like, disappear again?
What do you mean?
I had him on here.
You switch cameras again.
Yeah, I had him, but no, but I had him on here. Somehow it got there we go. Somehow that happened. I didn't do that.
Sure.
Sure.
Nerd.
So this is like I say, like us, that we're orbiting right now, Earth. But we're
Run
staying
away.
we're staying above
Run
Houston.
away.
You know, we're staying above Houston because that's where I want, you know, Skylab Studios to be located. But we're in orbit, you know.
Floating.
Space cadet, you know. Okay. I told you to turn on your gravity boots. So,
Boom.
okay. So, okay, let me see. Virgin Orbit is looking to fly its modified 747 400 aircraft for the first time in 2018. Virgin Orbit has reconfigured the aircraft dubbed Cosmic Girl with a mount point for its Launcher One expendable two-stage rocket, letting the spacefaring craft launch mid-flight from the airborne jumbo jet. The plan for Cosmic Girl is ultimately to have to fly it to an altitude of 3,500 feet, where Launcher One will release and then make the rest of the trip to orbit, which begins at around 525,000 feet above the Earth's surface. Virgin Orbit wants to make this a viable option for launching orbital cargo because it's very flexible, can work around weather systems, and offer advantages in terms of cost to launch for payloads of up to 661 pounds, which covers a range of different types of satellites. The small satellite market is growing quickly, and Virgin Orbit wants to be able to offer a launch option that's both accommodating and affordable, starting at an estimated $12 million versus around $60 million for SpaceX Falcon 9 launch. So $12 million, that's closer to our range here at SCP. For the growing number of small sat operators and startups. Originally, Virgin Galactic planned to use Launcher One with its White Knight 2 aircraft, which shuttles Spaceship Two to high altitude. But in 2015, it changed tack and picked up the 747 for modification. Virgin Orbit also subsequently spun out from Virgin Galactic earlier this year as its own company, focused entirely on small sat launch services. So, that's cool. You see the little rocket on the ship,
Uh-huh.
you know. So it's a regular. It looks like 747, but it's a big plane. And once it's, you know, at its more or less max altitude, then that little rocket turns on and takes it the rest of the way. And it's a 2-stage.
It looks like one of those little rockets that the Army or Navy, whoever has, that flies around and has a little camera and
Oh.
records stuff.
Yeah, like a drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let me see. That it's neat. It's a 2-stage rocket, so it's probably got a lot of. I mean, if they're just using one and it sucker's taking it all the way up to
Mhm.
orbit, that's
Pretty strong.
That's pretty strong. Let me see the next one.
The
Okay.
Tesla battery.
No, let's move on to the next one.
Scientists.
The U.S. scientists
Please run
Please.
for office.
run for office. The
Planet needs you. They do.
You want to take
I mean,
this?
we do.
You want me to take it?
I'll talk a little bit. So the new GOP regime looks to be catastrophic for science. The first Trump budget proposed slashing funding on everything from ocean research to satellites and work on climate science. We consider that to be a waste of your money, Trump's budget director said. Science is under attack. There's no other way to put it. Apart from marching in the streets and waving signs, what can scientists do? Run for office. The country desperately needs more egghead lawmakers. Right now, Capitol Hill has almost none. The House and Senate are a crawl with lawyers, bankers, business people, but somehow manage to repel people trained in the process of gathering data and testing hypotheses in order to do better in order to better understand reality. Yet, my God, aren't those precisely the skills you want in today's post-fact Washington? Particularly given how many critical policy questions pivot on gnarly scientific questions. And I don't mean only things like atmospheric science or energy. You want scientists grinding on the non-obvious issues too, like crime and agriculture and mine safety. Or how about plain old voting? As Rush Holt, a physicist who served for 16 years in the House of Representatives, points out, in 2002, Congress doled out billions of dodgy, hackable touchscreen voting machines without first checking with computer scientists who'd have instantly warned them away.
Yeah.
You can continue.
No, that's more or less. You know, they need people. I don't want to
That
say.
know what they're doing.
Well, I don't want to
That
say
have
that. I mean, they
knowledge.
they have they need people with a different skill, like what a scientist would have. You know, like that's why they're saying scientists. They don't have to be a scientist, but people with skill, those type of skills. Because, like he said, they say right now, we got all these business people. We're seeing more and more that you cannot run the U.S. as a business. Like everybody was saying, oh, we need Trump because he's a businessman and he's gonna run the country like a business. That's what we need. Yeah, that didn't work out, and it's not working out.
Mhm.
And for him to stop all this science, like they say, science is under attack.
No, we went to see Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yep.
He came to do a talk here in Houston, and he showed us some facts. The U.S. is one of the lowest countries that has science, math, learning
Yep.
overall in what schools or anywhere, you know. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not doing research like we're supposed to be doing research.
not anymore.
We're just not doing good.
Yeah, I mean, how do you say it? The other president, when we had the other president, he was always constantly pushing science, and he was having science. What do you call it? Science fairs over there in Washington. He was always attending them. He had all these kids doing projects and stuff, which is good because you want to start them off young you know, and get them interested in all this stuff. And that way, when they're older, maybe they'll take a career,
Yeah.
you know, in science or something like that. Because most kids naturally are very, they ask many questions. They're always like, why is this happening? What is that? And how come this happens?
They're very curious.
Very curious. And what does science do? It helps you with that curiosity.
Mhm.
It shows you, well, this is why. You know, it
Mhm.
answers the questions. And most kids love science. Once they
Yeah.
get a little older, you know, they kind of get out of it maybe because
I like microbiology.
yeah, maybe because their parents push them a different way or whatever. But we need more science in the U.S. I mean, we're getting left behind.
Yeah. Who did you do you remember who was number one? Who was up on top with the science and research and everything?
No, but I remember him talking about Dubai, how they were
Oh yeah, the city.
they're moving up.
Yeah,
They're moving on up.
They're
leaving us
totally
in
a
the
different level
dust.
than us.
Oh yeah, they're in a different level.
Mhm.
I mean, okay, the fact that they have buku money, I mean, because of the oil and stuff, you know, you have all those what do they call them? They're all like billionaires over there with
Mhm.
with the oil, you know.
Oil industry.
Yeah, but they're using, you know, they could gone a different route, but they're going with high tech, you know, stuff, you know, and you know, stuff that
They're building everything futuristic.
futuristic and you know, it's just it kind of is embarrassing that we're getting left in the
Yep, in the dust.
in the dust. But oh well. I mean, I always thought, you know, the U.S. is number one in this and that. And, they're proving us wrong, especially with our leader right now. But let's go ahead and move on to some gaming.
Game news.
Which announcements? Didn't we already do that announcement, man?
Parties for you?
Yeah, we already
Weren't
did
you
that.
supposed to
announcement.
do the other one?
That's later, man.
Oh, okay. Need to work
So
on your.
a PC RPG 22 years in the works has missed release date again.
22 years?
An RPG.
Jesus.
Wow.
You remember
Just-
Duke Nukem?
Throw that
Again?
guy out the door.
Again.
No, not that one, but Duke Nukem Forever did similar. Not 22 years,
Okay.
but it was like a 8 years or a 14 year
Oh my god.
that it was in.
So this game missed release day again. So how many times has this?
I don't know, but it's been 22
22
years
years.
working on this.
Oh my God! Let's give it up, people. Give it up.
I think so.
That's
So
a
it's
lot of money being wasted there.
Grimoire, right? Grimoire,
Who's
Grimoire,
the
yeah.
dummy that
huh?
keeps on trying to make this and it's not working?
Well, I don't know. So Herald of the Winged Exemplar has to go down in history alongside Duke Nukem Forever and others as having one of the longest development cycles for any video game ever. Headed by Cleve Blakemore of Golden Era Games. Can you take over from there, Blanche?
Ex
Or Hector.
Certec employee. A company is responsible for the Wizardry series of computers, RPG, and how you say that? Eccentric madman with an extensive history of software development under his belt. Grimoire, in Cleve's opinion, is going to be the best RPG ever made. Well, you look like it. Inspired, but more like it never made. Yeah. Inspired by the wizardry
Wizardry.
games of old, including other dungeon crawling blobber first-person PC RPGs. The art style and presentation is not made intentionally to reflect the look of those old games. It is those old games having started development in the late 90s. Enduring a troubled Indiegogo campaign several years ago that raised over $10,000 and began announced as completed several times over the span of a decade, such to the disappointment of backers and fans when the game untimely failed to be released. So its most recent, it it was announced for release on Steam back in June after being on Steam Greenlight, and has since missed the mark several times since its original release date of July 7 of this year. So, wow.
Wow.
So he's citing that bug fixes as the reason for this, saying that he wants the game to be perfect upon release. Well, yeah, it better be perfect if it's gonna take you 22 years.
Yeah, but no game is
Right.
perfect though. So
no.
No, this one needs to be perfect if it's gonna take you that long. I mean, he's so picky.
He should have. I mean, the game. I hope the game is more up to date. Did y'all saw the picture of it, right?
no.
Yeah,
It-
it's like an old game.
It's a very old looking game.
It looks like one for the phone or something.
Yeah. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
Look at that. That. Does it say it's
It's like 8-bit, you know, like Super Mario
Yeah.
or something.
But
Not
it-
even Mario
mean,
Brothers.
it might have been good for 22 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean,
That's
not
messed
now.
up, man.
That's
Just
crazy.
give it up, dude.
Yeah, I think he needs to go ahead and let it go.
I want to take the next one. Netflix announces 2 new anime series and 1 movie. Hello.
Hold
Here
on,
I go.
hold on. I want to say shout out to Renee.
Hi, Renee.
Shout out to my dad. He was watching. He
Hi.
said no eating on the job, Hector.
Well, I was
He was
working all
working.
day.
And Renee goes, "What are you eating, Hector? You make it look so good."
It was Panda Express.
Panda Express.
What's up, Patrick? Thanks
Patrick
for
from work?
Patrick Ortega.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Thanks for listening. Let me see. Michaela said hi, I think. And who else?
Hi to her brother.
Yeah. Cool. So y'all, thank y'all for watching, listening. All right, Blanche, you gonna take this one?
Okay, so Netflix has announced 13 anime that are slated to come to the streaming service. Among the most notable is Devilman Crybaby, based on the classic series by Go Nagai. The series, which will consist of 10 episodes, tells the story of a world taken over by an ancient race of demons and will launch in spring 2018. I think I've already watched this one, so this sounds pretty funny. Another series to look out for is AICO Incarnation, produced by Bones, My Hero Academia. Netflix describes the anime 15-year-old Aiko Tachibana, who lost her family in the burst accident, learns something unbelievable from Yuyu Kansaki, a new student at her school. A secret is hidden within her body, and the answer to the puzzle lies at the primary point that was the center of the burst. The series will go 12 episodes and debut in spring 2018. Check out they have a teaser trailer. Is that the one?
I think so. Yeah.
Let me see. Looks pretty cool. It looks like blood. I'm a big anime fan. I don't know a lot of the who makes them, but I love anime. So y'all can send me some anime, some suggestions.
Oh yeah, send in suggestions for some anime, some new stuff. You know.
And one interesting series is Cannon Busters, created by the Boondocks co-director LaShawn Thomas.
I like the Boondocks.
Yeah, it follows a droid, a discarded maintenance robot, and a fugitive, and will get 12 episodes. This announcement follows Thomas' partnership with Crunchyroll for another series, Children of Ether. I think they have okay, so I'm subscribed to Funimation too, because you know I like anime. And Children of Ether, I've seen it there, and it's one of my to watch, so I'm waiting to watch it. But yeah, okay. So the other anime announced include Be the Beginning, Sword Guy, Lost Song, Rilakuma series, Knights of the Zodiac, Baki Kakegurui, Fate Apocrypha, and Children of the Whales. A world covered by of Sand, debuted in 2018. So Netflix also announced a Godzilla animated film. Though we didn't get a trailer, we know it takes place in a harsh future where Godzilla has dominated for 20,000 years. One thing I want to say about Netflix, they have this new anime called Castlevania.
Oh yeah.
It only has like 4 episodes, so I'm kind of bummed out about that, but it's really good. I like it.
Yeah, I wanna check that one out. I heard it was good. And you saw 4 already, and you're done.
Which one?
The Castlevania.
Yes, and it leaves you hooked. So yeah, I wanna watch more.
Cool.
Oh, also anime. And Netflix. Like I said, they have a lot of foreign shows, and you should watch them because they are so cool, especially for girls. You know, we're girly girls. The shows are so cute. They have right now we're watching Bromance. It's a show about a girl that has to dress as a guy and live as a guy for 26 years because of this curse that she can't tell nobody that she's a guy. She's a girl. So she falls in love with this guy, and this guy likes her, but he's a boy, so it's pretty funny. It's cool. And Flowers Over Boys and Good Morning Call. Oh my God, those are awesome. So just check them out.
So what are you talking about?
They're Japanese shows.
Yeah. Anime.
It's not
Awesome.
anime. It's
But
real
it's
people.
the
It's
real
like it's like
people.
a novela. It's like a soap
Korean
opera.
TV.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Or
I've
like,
seen
yeah,
her.
like that.
I've
Yeah.
seen her watching them.
Yes.
Very weird.
I love them. And Boys Over Flowers, you're gonna cry. So get some tissues.
Have you seen Your Lie in April, the anime?
I started watching it. It's pretty cool. She plays, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but
You watched it all?
yeah,
Oh,
you're
okay.
gonna be crying.
Yeah. Oh my God. No,
I'm halfway in crying of the season. I was like, why am I watching this?
That's what my daughter said. I got her watching all this, so she's like, "Why did you make me watch this? Now I'm crying over here." I'm like, "I'm sorry. It's really good. It's just sad, but yeah, I got like two episodes maybe, and I stopped because there's so much
Oh.
stuff to watch. You know,
So
I get
Are y'all
excited when
done?
I talk about
Are y'all done?
shows.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what is
okay,
that?
I don't know what you're.
I wish Zelda
I
Breath of
really
the
don't
Wild.
know. So
Is that a fruit?
It looks like a fruit.
you're the fruit. Here's the internet chef Andrew Ria, aka Binging with Babish,
With
trying to cook some Zelda Breath of the Wild's recipes on a real open fire instead of
wow.
a digital one. So I got a quick little video here of him.
So did you try it?
Sadly, there are no monster parts or elixirs here. Instead, it's mushroom risotto, baked apples, monster cake. I want some cake. None of which will increase your attack or stealth, but all of which look pretty damn tasty. So, yeah, he sits here and it's a 7-minute video. We're not going to watch it all, but he makes a fire. He tries to do it,
Oh, is that rice? It looks good.
yeah. But, in
I want
Zelda,
some
they have
Chinese rice now.
elixirs and they have what?
I want some Chinese rice. Some shrimp fried rice, please.
I think you can go ahead and go right now. So when I'm done with the show, I can eat.
But I want some from Sakura's.
Woman.
Maybe I'll go tomorrow. I know I'm gonna be doing something else. Son of a gun. Okay.
See? So, anyways,
It's your
this guy was cooking.
That's peach or apple?
I have no clue.
I think they're apples.
But yeah. So that y'all check that out.
So did he
Binging
say if
with
it was
Babish,
good? Did you watch the whole video?
Zelda, no, Breath of the Wild. So
Whoa, bummer.
bummer. Go check it out for yourself. Like I said. How about that?
Why you just
Catch
showing
me
stuff?
outside. How about that?
Okay, I'll catch you outside.
So, anyways, Hector, what's up with Street Fighter?
New Street Fighter figures are cool. Oh, I thought that was just a picture of
So
like a
those are the
poster or something. I didn't
figurines?
know they were figurines. So yeah, they look cool. SH Figure Art has a new line of Street Fighter figures out, and I like them. Well, I think everybody likes them. There are 4 so far. Ryu, Chun-Li are already available, while Cammy and Rashid are on the way. So, okay. Yeah, they're pretty cool. As we can see in these pics, in these pics from Toy Art, the joints are not great, especially on characters like Cammy, who are showing a lot of skin. But I guess the trade-off there is that they're pretty posable.
Mm-hmm.
A plus for characters for a figure for a fighting game. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I see what they mean. It's like the joints are not.
Mm-hmm.
They look kind of weird.
Yeah, they
It's
look
like she
weird.
got a prosthetic or something.
Yeah, but they're reposable.
Oh, and they don't say how much it's gonna cost or anything, right?
No,
Probably like $20 each.
No.
More?
more than that.
More.
Really?
Have you seen how like anime figurines and everything cost?
Well, I've looked at
And, like,
Walking Dead, and they're like $20 for a little bitty thing like this.
well, it's The Walking Dead.
Hey, but it's The Walking Dead.
No, but I was saying like the anime and all that stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They're like
They're
they're
expensive.
in cases and everything. They probably go up to like 120 or something. But yeah, this one probably looks like it's a
Yeah, we
30,
have a lot of
$40.
Goku stuff. We have a lot of Dragon Ball Z stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on that stuff.
Yeah, we spend a lot of money.
So you can pre-order the SNES Classic this month.
For real.
For
This
real
time.
this time.
For real. Okay, I already have my credit card ready.
All right, so just hand it over here. So after last week's Walmart debacle, a whole lot of Nintendo fans have been asking when the hell they'll be able to pre-order the much
So what
anticipated SNES
What happened with
Classic
Walmart?
launch. I'm thinking it was that they had said you could come pre-order it or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and everybody ran over there to go pre-order it,
And
and
they didn't have it?
it wasn't real.
And the employees are
So-
like, what are you talking about? I don't
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
because you know stuff
Yeah, I don't
stuff
wanna deal
comes
with
up on
Walmart
the
employees.
stuff
Yeah.
comes up on the websites, and then you go to the store or whatever, and they're like,
yeah.
"What are you talking
Something
about?"
happened like that, and they didn't know. Remember?
Yeah,
we
we've
did something like that.
that's happened to us many times.
Yeah.
So
So when did they launch it?
it says September 29th.
Oh.
Nintendo finally offered an answer later this month. Okay, here's Nintendo. We appreciate the incredible anticipation that exists for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, the Super NES Classic Edition system, and can confirm that it will be made available for pre-order by various retailers late this month. A significant amount of additional systems will be shipped to stores for launch day and throughout the balance of the calendar year. Good luck getting your hands on one of these $80 retro systems, which will come with 20 classic games and the previously unreleased Star Fox 2. Hopefully, Nintendo really did make more than 10 of them. Because you know the first one, the
NES.
Nintendo, the NES, it was really hard to come by,
Mm-hmm.
and then they stopped making it. So I'm hoping they actually make more of these. But they might not. They might make like a limited amount and just keep high demand for it and stuff. And people are gonna make a lot of noise. But they're like, well, if you want a system, just buy the Switch.
Oh, no. I don't like the Switch.
You don't like it?
Mm-mm.
I kind of
It's ugly.
wouldn't mind playing around with the Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
Well, it's a portable thing.
Yeah, it's more of a
not
portable game.
Yeah,
than-
it's not a console.
No.
Like sit down and play. Just
Nah,
It's
don't
a
like it.
portable game that can act as a console.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a new game coming out called Anthem. You remember I mentioned it before?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
It's kind of like what's that game? They're making part 2 of it. It's like RPG where you shoot. Not Mass Effect.
Oh.
What's the name of that game? Okay, well there's a game. They're coming out with part 2. I bought the first one and I was all excited about it and played it. The guys that made Halo,
Bungie,
Bungie. What's that game they made?
Destiny.
Destiny. So, Anthem is like Destiny. It's coming out I think next year, and it looks really awesome. You look like damn Iron Man flying around in this suit. It really caught my attention. Well, let me see. BioWare has announced that Corey Gasper, a longtime designer at the studio whose credits include Mass Effect 2 and 3 and the upcoming online shooter Anthem, has died. Gasper was with BioWare for more than 9 years, during which he worked as a gameplay level designer and on Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood, Dragon Age Origins, Mass Effect 2 and its DLC. He served as the lead combat designer for Mass Effect 3 and was working on Anthem as the lead game designer. Man.
Oh, that sucks. They say what he died of?
No. Corey was a talented designer and an even better person. We offer our condolences to Corey's family and everyone that knew him.
He was young. He was very
We
young.
will miss you, says BioWare wrote. So, yeah.
Okay. Sony's acquiring anime distributor Funimation. Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess you could take that one since you're so excited about it.
Turns out the partnership Sony and Funimation forged to create the latest streaming service wasn't a one-off thing. So no wonder they made an update to Funimation now. So Sony Pictures is currently in the process of buying 95% of Funimation for $143 million. Oh my God! Putting the anime distributor's value at around $150 million. Wow! Funimation's streaming website, which launched earlier this year, has over 400 titles on offer, including Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that's why I got it, because my son's like, I want to see Dragon Ball Z, blah, 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 blah. And then he don't even get on there. So, including Dragon Ball Z, Cowboy Bebop, One Piece, and Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan, that's another one, really, really good one that you should watch.
I still have not seen the second season.
No?
Saw like just 2 episodes. That's it.
While the service is new, the company itself has been selling anime DVDs and merchandise for over 2 decades. They do have it, and it's kind of pricey. That's why I get mine. Remember, you got me one from Amazon. They're a little bit cheaper, and you can also find them on Half Price Bookstore. Anyways, Sony isn't a newcomer in the space either. It owns the Animax network, which airs anime in 23 countries around the globe. Oh, I need to look up Animax, including Japan. It also owns AXN, a cable TV channel that broadcasts anime, action shows, movies, and sports programs. By acquiring 95% of Funimation, though, it will also be in direct competition with Netflix and Hulu, which have animated offerings on top of TV shows and movies. Sony Pictures Television President Andy Kaplan said, around the world, Sony's networks have been major players in the anime space for nearly 2 decades, and in more recent years, we have rapidly increased our networks, over-the-top, and digital offerings to consumers. With the acquisition of Funimation, the combined IP of Animax, Kids Station, and Funimation allows us to deliver the best anime to fans across and all screens and platforms. I hope they don't make it like exclusive that you have to go with Sony or do something, because
There's a chance that you might have to have a PS4.
oh hell no, they better not, because I can watch it on Xbox. I can watch it anywhere. So
Yeah. So,
I'm a member. Y'all better not screw me.
No, actually, since it's like a member thing,
Yeah,
They
because I
probably
pay.
won't.
Whatever.
you might get it free if you have a PS4 or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That might be what.
Well, duh. I mean, I get it free with Xbox. Hello.
Well,
Well,
then
actually, I don't get it free.
you pay for it.
I
don't you?
pay for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But since Sony's acquiring it, they're gonna probably have it for free for the PlayStation owners. I don't know. I mean, stuff like that. That's why they buy it, so they can offer it to their.
Wow, I didn't know that it was worth that much money. 150 million. Wow.
Yeah, I know. I was putting that in. I'm like, I didn't even think about you being on the show, but I was like, man, anime right now is. It's a lot of noise being made right now.
Yeah, anime is the bomb. What's wrong with you? You should watch it.
I don't have time to watch it. I got to run a network.
Station. I know. Me too. I have a show. I have to, but
Oh yeah, you have a show?
squeeze
Oh
it
yeah,
in
you
there.
already talked about your show. Quit giving you free. You're not.
Moviendo Generos on
Hey,
Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Speaking of shows, tomorrow. Okay. Well, no. Today, at Shooters. You can go stop by Shooters and
say hi to Jimmy.
check out DJ Jimmy Ray in the mix.
He's playing Tejano.
He's doing Tejano. I'm gonna put up a flyer. It's an old flyer. It's when Fluffy was in there, but the stuff is still the same. He's gonna be at Shooters from 9 to 2. DJ Jimmy Ray will be in the mix playing the best in Tejano en Conjunto. Go to Shooters Spencer. It's on 7337 Spencer Highway, located at 7337 Spencer Highway, Pasadena, Texas. So go check out DJ Jimmy Ray in the mix. I guess it's done. I was gonna say they had sales, margarita and shots for $1 each, but it was from 8 to 10. But you can go check out the what is it? They got sell on buckets, so import and domestic. I think it's I don't want to say because I don't remember. I'll tell you the wrong price.
Yeah.
So no. But also tomorrow we got 2 shows. We have Johnny Lasso with Houston's Hot 8 at 8. So tune in at 8 o'clock tomorrow for the Houston's Hot 8 at 8 with Johnny Lasso. Then after that, you have the Super Tejano Friday show with DJ Fluffy doing an interview, and stay tuned for information for that. We also have a new show coming to, we're going to add to the lineup. You saw a sneak peek right there earlier. It's the return of the Tino Latino show.
The who? Tino Latino.
Tino Latino. So his show is going to be on a Sunday. It's going to usually be once a month because he works at all these clubs and stuff. He's a mobile DJ. He don't really have much time to do shows, but he really wants to do a show. So we're gonna try to get one out of him.
Let's see how it goes on Sundays, because Sundays kind of a little bit taboo with the hosts that we have on Sundays. But we'll see how this one turns out.
What hosts?
With the other host that we had on Sunday that doesn't do his show no more.
Oh yeah, huh? We had a Sunday show.
Yeah. We'll see how this one turns out.
DJ Arthur G. Whatever happened to him?
There might be the Sundays might be cursed.
It might be. You never know. But he's gonna be doing his first show August 13th, 2017 at 1 p.m. only on SCP Radio. So be sure to tune in. DJ Fluffy will be his co-host for that show. I don't know if he wants to do that every show or it's going to be
special appearance.
Yeah, like a special appearance. Maybe he had different co-hosts. But he mentioned to me that it's going to be kind of like a rundown of what has been happening with SCP for maybe that month. And he's going to play maybe Tejano and maybe possibly English music, a mixture. He's like I said, he's a DJ, so whatever he feels like playing, he's going to play. So be sure to tune in. And like I said, it's probably going to be once a month. And it's going to be here in the studio, so you're going to have, video stream and audio stream as well. So don't forget to check that out. And then what else? Okay, so now let's go ahead and mention our last sponsor. It's Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. So like I was saying earlier, if you go and drink too many margaritas, too many shots of tequila cazadores, shots. You don't get an Uber, you drive, you need to get an Uber. But if you drive because if you drive, you're going to have to be calling Alberta's Best Bet Bail Bonds. You sure will. To get you out of jail. Jail, not Yale. Not Yale. Don't gamble with your freedom. Give Miss Alberta a call. Her number is 713-BEST-BET. It's very simple to remember. So when you're kind of tipsy, and they're like, you got one call, just 713-BEST-BET. And
or 713-237-8238.
Did you forget it?
And I haven't even had a shot.
Wow. She might need a call in a little bit.
I think I'm falling asleep.
Hey, come on. I'm not that boring.
I know. It's not you. We've been staying up late this past 2 days.
I'm telling you. So, so that number is 713-237-8238. So, like I said, just remember 713-BEST-BET. Next time you need, next time you go out partying on the weekends and you party a little too hard and you get put in jail, You know,
Call Alberta.
call Miss Alberta. Let
Don't
her know
gamble
that.
with your freedom.
Yeah, let her know that SCP Radio sent you, and she'll hook you up. You know.
She'll get you straight out.
Oh
right
yeah.
away.
Like
You're going to be at VIP.
Fluffy says she'll get you in 15 minutes or less.
Yep.
No, that's not true. What's up, Sam J? I see Sam J joined. Francis, I hope you're feeling better.
Yes, Francis. Hope you're feeling better.
Thanks.
We got your pit here still.
Oh yeah, we got
Don't
your
worry
pit.
about it.
Don't worry about it. We'll take good care of it. I think Fluffy's gonna cook on it.
Yeah.
So it's being taken care of. It's being used. Everything. So don't worry about that. Okay, I guess that's the end of the show.
Yay.
Thanks to all the listeners. Thanks to the boss for joining us.
Yes.
Taking Faithy's place.
Mm-hmm.
Faithy was on assignment right now.
She's trying to catch up with romance.
That's not an assignment.
That's an assignment. It's a very, very important assignment.
She told me
she's
she was
trying
on
to do.
assignment that she couldn't make it. She's really busy. That's what she told me.
Yep, she's watching romance.
Son of a. All right. Well, Hector, where can we find you at?
On Instagram is at Tamale Boys.
At Tamale Boys on Instagram. Check Hector out. The boss?
You can find me on SCP Radio. You can look for me on YouTube. My show's name is Moviendo Géneros.
Did I say you could just
You can
give it a free
also find
plug?
me on
Free plug?
SoundCloud.
And y'all check out her show because it is really good.
Moviendo Géneros.
It is really good, and if you can, watch it. It's on YouTube. You can watch her dance because she loves to dance. All these years that I've known her, the music starts playing, she starts dancing. It's just like automatic. So, you know, it's interesting. Watch the show.
It's
She may
funny.
She may talk 100 miles an hour. You'll get used to that. You know, it has taken me over 20 years to get used to it. But, you know, I'm not good with Spanish. If you speak Spanish, you won't have a problem. You know, you just, you know, a couple of shows and then you'll be able to keep up with her.
Just
her
like I
speed.
did right now, you know, that's how I speak. But
Yeah, say what?
I speak fast. The other day I was going through the drive-through at Chick-fil-A, and the guy was right there. You know how they take the orders outside?
Yep.
So I told him what I wanted, and he's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "Oh, they say I talk fast and blah blah blah." So I had to like slow down.
Oh, they say, huh?
It's just natural to me.
Natural.
Yeah.
Cool. Also wanted to say, check out my shirt. Shout out to Mia Music.
Mia,
Yay. What's up, Chris
Th-
Garcia?
She is awesome. She's a new singer that's coming up, and she's gonna make it big.
She is 10
So I
years
better
old.
give her your support.
Everybody support her. All right. So we appreciate you guys listening, watching. You can find me on Twitter at Space Cadet Pro, on Facebook at Michael Lopez, or SCP Radio. You can always I'm always on scpradio.com, you know, checking stuff out, you know, doing stuff there. Don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes or your favorite podcast app. You can email us at scpradio@spacecadetpro.com. Leave us a voicemail at 832-910-7727. Let me see. I got the phone number right there. So if you're watching, there it goes. 832-910-7727. My mom and dad always telling me, hey, you need to put the number up on the screen. So even though you say it, people, you know, it's too fast. People can't, they don't, you know, they need to see it.
832-910-7727.
See, I put her in slow-mo. That way you could actually understand her. You know, that was, you know, really, really slow. She sounds like a chickmunk in real life, but no. But okay, I guess that's the end of the show. Thank you guys, and
you.
we will see you guys next
Mañana.
week.
Bye.
Yay!
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on spacecadetpro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.